And what's up with the camping these days? The game starts and half the team is camping. The game started. Let me go camp. Does that make any sense? And why does the other half of the team hate the campers? Everyone hates the campers. Ooh, look at him. He's camping. I hate you. You camper. You're a camper. I don't like you. You're a camper. What's up with that? And did you notice that it's always the guys that have died that hate the campers the most? I died. Look at you. You're camping. I hate you. You're camping and I didn't and I died. So I hate you. Ping, ping, ping. Let me ping to let you know. I'll tell you, if I was driving around in one of these armored vehicles in real life, you wouldn't catch me driving around in the front in enemy fire. I'd be at the back, camping in a bush as far as possible. I'll tell you that much.
Summer is here. That's right. Summer has arrived, and it's time for all of us Canadians up here in the Great White North to enjoy that age-old pastime that we have, and that is camping. We all love to camp. The Canadians love camping. We have 2 seasons in Canada. We have winter, when it's cold and there's snow everywhere. And then we have the mosquito season, when all the mosquitoes come out. That's summer. And it's time for camping, and a lot of Canadians like to get out and enjoy it as much as possible. Some get out all 3 weekends in the summer to enjoy it, and it's just a tradition. We go out there to, like, if you come to Canada at the beginning of the summer season, that first warm weekend, you'll see millions of Canadians going out to the lake. There's so many lakes. We have more lakes than all the rest of the world combined, right? And so you'll see millions of Canadians flock to these lakes, rip off all their clothing, and all these white pasty bodies running around on the lakes and on boats, getting sunburned and getting eaten alive by the mosquitoes. That pink skin just burning, and the bumps, and it's crazy. It's crazy. So much fun. We have adapted to our environment, and in fact, we have invented things that make life more fun and easier for camping. For example, one of the best Canadian inventions is the floating beer cooler. Was invented in Canada because we all go to the lakes camping, and the lakes are still cold, so we like to go out in boats, and we invented the floating cooler that you pull behind the boat and you put your beers in there, and they stay cold. And you attach it to your boat with a rope, and then when the authorities come by to check on you, you just can do the slip knot, and it floats away, and you're never in possession technically of anything, quote unquote possession. Yeah. The other thing, right, that the big mosquito fly swatter was a Canadian invention. And I'm not talking about those because it was invented long ago. The little ones, the little pussy one that you probably use in England to, oh look, a fly swat. Not one. I'm talking about the big, heavy duty ones. And we had to invent those because we have all the seasons here. First, it's the black flies come out, and they're these little things, and they take chunks out of you. And then the mosquitoes, and then the mosquitoes linger, but shortly after the mosquitoes, we get the deer flies. Those things are, and then the horse flies, right? And that's what we need the big swatters for, because those horse flies, they're the size of freaking horses, and they chase you, right? Even out on the lake. They'll see you on the shore, and you get in the boat, you're headed up full speed, and they're chasing you, and you need something with a little heft to handle them. So we invented that. And the 2-4, of course, the 2-4 of beer. We invent not the actual having 24 beers in a case. We call it a 2-4. You might call it a case of 24. It's just the name. 2-4, because we don't like to say 24, we say 2-4. We invented that. The name is what we invented, not the actual case. Canoe. We've the original inhabitants of Canada invented canoes. They made them they got the trees and they dug them out and they with the birch bark and paddling around after those beavers as they did, and that's pretty much it. I think that's pretty much everything that Canadians have invented ever. No, wait. I forgot about the French. The French do take credit for some things. Because they're adamant that they have contributed to our society and our culture, and they're all about they did happen. One of them accidentally poured some gravy and cheese on French fries, and so now they're all doing that. And apparently that's the symbolic of our nation. They call it the poutine. The English-speaking half of the country, or 3/4 of the country, well, we put cheese on macaroni. So, whoop-de-fucking-do. We don't make a big deal out of that. And that kind of symbolizes the difference between the French-speaking and the English-speaking inhabitants of our great country. The French ones are adamant that they're special and that everything they do is important. And in fact, they fought for years for the English inhabitants to refer to them as distinct. I don't know why. I mean, there's a freak down the street on the corner that wears a pinwheel hat that asks for money every day when I walk by. He's distinct. But you don't see him arguing with the government to be mentioned in the Constitution, as the distinct inhabitant of the neighborhood. But anyways, that kind of encapsulates how the French feel. The English side of the country, on the other hand, really doesn't give a flying fuck. Those are the two ends, and it will not surprise you then to know that, of course, it is the French that get everything they want, and the English that get screwed up the ass, pretty much. But I digress into politics. Camping is what brings us together. It's our national. Actually, the French don't camp. They don't like camping. They prefer to have gourmet meals and drink wine. But there is that. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, someone's on the phone. Hello? Hello,
Claus?
Oh.
It's Pierre.
Oh, it's Pierre.
Of course it's Pierre. What do you think?
We're just talking about camping, Pierre. That wonderful camping.
Why you said all the stupid thing about you don't like the poutine? Is the French is best. Everybody knows that.
Well, you have to admit it's just French fries with gravy and cheese on it.
No. It's gourmet. Why you think it's
gourmet?
Everything about the Canada is the best because French is the distinct society.
Of course it is, yes.
And the government is agree.
Unfortunately.
And is French had they invent the camping, everybody know that.
Are you sure about that, Pierre?
Why you think to make a lumberjack and everybody okay is a French Canadian?
I cut down trees, I skip and jump. I like to press wildflowers.
What the hell are you talking
about? I wear a dress, suspenders, and a bra.
No.
I wish I was a girly, just like my dear papa. Pierre, are you okay? Hello? I guess he hung up. Come and visit us sometimes in Canada. If you're from overseas or somewhere else, everyone's from somewhere else. No one's from here. We're all from somewhere else. But if you haven't come here yet, come by, and I can show you around. They're great. We've pretty much covered it all. I thought I'd need about a 16-minute video to cover all the Canadian accomplishments, but it seems we've got it done here in 11 minutes. I can't think of anything else that Canadians have actually done. Important things. So we'll leave it at that. What's going on here? Oh, camping. It was all about camping. Who is this guy? McTony? From the APF clan. Did I shout you guys out yet? Did I? Shout out to you guys! I think I forgot to do that. And he's in that perfect camping tank. The Excalibur. Excalibur. It's British, I think. And Canada, I forgot to mention, Canada was a British colony originally, but there wasn't ever one, really, pretty much. Okay, so, what was I getting at here? The black flies and the deer flies and the swatters and the 2-4. Yes, camping. McTony is a camper. Not as much of a camper as that SU-100 behind him, if you'll notice on the map. But it is the campers that prevail. This is what I was... The campers always win, and losers always ping. Is right? That's how it goes. Because those who move forward die and ping. And those who camp live and win. See? So let's watch the rest of the game together. We're going to do this together. The Oni is moving up to spot. The STRV is going to cap his own base. The SU-100 is hiding behind the artillery. And McTony is finally emerging and venturing forward through the shrubberies, stopping at each one to let his binocs and camelnet engage in this art of cat and mouse. Which camper will be spotted first? Camping is a powerful tool in this game because it's designed that way. If you camp and you're still, and you pick a good camping spot, like, a nice treed, bushy area, then you're very difficult to see. But if you move around, then you're easily seen. So the game kind of makes it harder if you're not camping. That was the whole point of the whole intro and discussion and leading up to is that camping helps you win if you camp at the right time in the right places. Like, look at this guy. Look at McTony here. He's been camping the whole game. And now he's picked another nice camping spot. And, well, I mean, that is a German tank, so maybe it's not a fair analogy. But let's just enjoy. Look, the SU-100 has emerged. His teammate in the SU-100 is venturing forth from his camping spot now, and he's still alive and involved in this game. Do you notice that? Look at the minimap. He's on the hill now, the SU-100. Do you see that? Do you see what I'm saying? Did you learn something? You can't escape a Claus video without admitting that at least you learned one small thing. And what we've learned in this video is that that SU-100 that hid behind the artillery the whole game is still alive. See? He's one of the last men or / women standing. And now he's moved up to spot. He is doing some work now, allowing McTony to, well, pick him out first. He's allowing McTony to shoot this guy up the ass. That British tank. So much for the, what happened here? Is the SU-100 still alive? Look, the STRV's capping. It's 4-1. It's time to cap. And oh, look at this. McTony is, God bless him. He worked hard this whole game, enduring my commentary, enduring it all. And look at this. Oh, press 2, McTony. Come on. Press 2, and just he's being assaulted now by this British assault tank destroyer. Wait a minute. Who's taken out the Do you see? The SU-100 ventured forward. He camped for 13 minutes and survived. And the minute he moved forward, he's annihilated by one of those the British assault tank that took all game to get to the position that he was in. And now it's precarious. They could actually lose. Well, is it possible? as long as this turtle-headed, stupid reward tank just... There. He's camping again. Sets up the camp, puts out the 2-4, the little patio lights, the mosquito repellent, the tent, the mesh, chop the wood, light the fire, camping. That's what it's all about. Huh? Victory! Victory! Assault this! You British tank assault destroyer, whatever thing. And I lost the post-game stats, but he did pretty good. Trust me. And believe me when I tell you, camping is a lot of fun.